the music is playing right now, and you can still hear me.
Hey, bro.
That's all I can.
Turn my headphones on. Yeah, turn my headphones on, bro. Yo, welcome back. Welcome in. I can't even get excited, bro. I'm depressed, but welcome to the Deacon and the Diplomat show episode. Not even sure what episode we on no more, young. Is this 4?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So episode 4, Deacon and the Diplomat. I'm the Deacon. That's the Diplomat.
What's up, guys?
It's good, yo.
I'm feeling good. I'm all right, bro. How you feeling?
Yeah. I'm not feeling too good. I want to ask this first, though. Did you vote, yo?
No.
So, part of this episode is going to be spent on you a little bit, bruh, because you're I think part of why I'm a little bit like tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be discussing the results of the presidential election, which Donald Trump won and kicked Kamala Harris's behind.
It was bad.
Like,
it was bad.
Whooped her.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, people who didn't vote was a vote for Trump.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to hear, because you talked about several times throughout episodes past and all of that, even I think on one or two maybe this season, on the fact that you don't vote.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, this election was for those who do vote, but who didn't vote too, because a no vote was a vote for Trump.
Understood.
And well, I mean, it's over now. You know what I'm saying? We've got to live with that dude for 4 years.
Which we've done before. It's not the end of the world.
See, but it very well could be. If Trump takes this country to war, it very well could be.
Well, I don't think he will, with all these other nations that have talking about peaceful talks ever since he got, when they started to celebrate his win. Shit, I'm gonna pull it up.
Oh, yeah. Like, people say a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
They'll say whatever needs to be said to get into office.
Mm-hmm.
Completely different story once you're there.
So scrolling, I don't think I saved it, but I've seen a couple different reels or posts.
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious. I wish we could have taken my cousin's advice, young, and done this live, because I'm curious to know, like, if people sat this election out. You know what I'm saying? And
I definitely
like they're cool with President Trump. Like, I don't get it. And especially if as a black person, yo, like, not even about Trump or Harris or Biden or whoever, just your right to vote. Why not exercise right to vote? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to even care about politics necessarily, but I'm sure that there's something in there that somebody's talking about that affects you or your family, somebody you know or you care about, that something that, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
There's some sort of motivation for people to go out there and cast a ballot, and I just don't understand why they don't. You don't even have to get up and go to the booth. Like, you could do it online or I mean, not online, but you can mail it in if you
Mail it
decide to
in.
vote early.
I think my take on it is I've always looked at it, especially when you start to realize that a lot of the things they talk about, I don't want to say I don't feel it directly impacts me, but I feel like the things that they talk, one, so as far as Kamala, her campaign is concerned, um, she never really spoke on what she planned on doing. Every time I saw it, she simply talked about how she wasn't Biden and how she wasn't Trump, and that this country needs a new form of leadership. While Trump has basically been saying the same thing he's been saying since 2016 when he first became president. So, if not for nothing, there's consistency there, whether it's consistency in a good thing. Some people will argue that it is, some people will argue that it isn't. I mean, you're always going to have mudslinging from both sides, but I think it's just like an illusion of choice for real, for real. Like a lot of people voted for one side because they're afraid of the other side and vice versa. It's like, how can
I
you
think a lot
choose?
of people, I think a lot of people vote in general, not just this election, but vote in general because even if it doesn't impact them, it may impact somebody they love or they care about. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Project 2025, which is not something that Trump wrote, everybody's trying to pass it off as something that Trump wrote. It's written by the Heritage Group or Foundation, and it was a collection of Trump supporters that wrote it.
Mhm.
Um, but anyway, when they start talking about women's reproductive rights and women's, you know what I mean, right to choose when it comes to abortion, that could affect your sister, your aunt, your niece. You know what I mean? Could
Mhm.
affect my aunt, cousins, niece, not probably not my aunts, but like cousins. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, something like that. You know what I mean? Even if I wasn't involved in politics, I could find an issue that I'm like, all right, that I could see how that could benefit or take away from XYZ people. I would love to see XYZ people have that right. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna cast my ballot for that. It's not just that. And see, this is the other thing that people get it fucked up. Excuse me. Other people get it twisted with. You said that it don't affect you. It absolutely does, because when you go in there to vote for the president, you're also voting for the local elections, the people who directly affect Prince George's County and the state of Maryland.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's not just you walk in there, you vote for the president and walk out. Nah, there's a lot of policies that happen in the county, in the state, that people don't vote for, and even then wonder why minimum wage be short, wonder why the transportation system be effed up, why people at Metro quitting or going on strike because they ain't getting no raise, blah, 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 because they ain't stepping to the booth to even see what was going on in their
Mhm.
own backyard. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part where I'm like, all right, if you don't vote, young, not, you know what I mean? It might be offensive or whatever, but I kind of put you in the cat like you a sheep a little bit. You know what I mean? You're with whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you choose not to exercise your voice, then you have no voice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not saying that people are sheep in terms of like being meat, but I'm just talking about in the overall, like,
You follow the pattern.
you're herded along with everybody else. If you don't stand up and say nothing, or you don't stand up and exercise your right, then you're cool with whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, it's kind of weird when people don't take a stand, like for stand for something. You know what I mean? Even
Mhm.
if it's not for Kamala, like, I didn't necessarily think she was a great candidate. You know what I mean? She didn't wow me in any of her interviews. I wasn't like, oh my God, like VP Harris is going to be the change for the country. I don't think none of these MFs are the change for the country. We, the people, are the change for the country. It ain't them. We're
Right.
supposed to press on them, but we're the people that put these people in position. So we can't go ask them for something and you ain't put them up there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe you don't pay taxes, but taxes affect everybody.
No, that's
You know what I'm saying? So price gouging affects everybody. For a person who is in like whatever type, if you in the middle class, lower middle class, working poor, you don't want to be price gouged and then walk into the store and be like, well, damn, yo, my bread $4. You know what I mean? When I used to get my pack of my protein bars for $6.50, now them joints $9 or $10. You know what I'm saying? Why? Price gouging directly affected in the voting. You know what I'm saying? So the result is what it is. I did my part. You know what I'm saying? I walked in the house at like 8:15, turned on the TV to look at the results, seeing she was getting her butt whooped, and I was like, I'm going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Still got a couple more months to get my plan to go to New Zealand.
Nah, it's a beautiful place, bro. But I mean, at the end of the day, are you truly surprised?
I'm not. I'm not surprised, but it don't make me any less disappointed.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't think she was going to win from the beginning. And that's whatever as it might sound, sexist, misogynistic, nothing more than she was a colored woman. She wasn't going to win. They had a bias against her, and I supported her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But people had a bias against her. Yo, black men voted for Trump. When they did the poll results or whatever, they showed black men voted for Trump. Okay. You know what I'm saying? My concern with President Trump is if we go to war. The peaceful talks and all this and all that, that's cool. But when you got an erratic, irrational person that is in command of the military, who cares what other countries are talking about if he decides to be the person to throw the first punch?
Okay. So, well, let me ask you this. Why is everybody so worried about that when it didn't happen the first time? Like, why do they think it's going to happen this time?
It didn't happen the first time because of COVID. He was the president during COVID.
Okay.
Wasn't he president during COVID? Did Biden get sworn in during COVID?
I think he was coming out of the presidency. It was in 2020. It was in 2020, so he was finishing his term.
Yeah. So COVID started in 2019. The quarantines and all that crap started in 2020.
Yeah.
COVID didn't start in 2020. The newspaper was reporting COVID in 2019.
Yeah.
We just started paying attention to it over here and wearing masks and shutting stuff down in 2020.
Yeah. But then even still, that's 3 out of the 4 years.
All right. So this conversation might be a little difficult because you don't pay attention to politics. You know what I'm saying?
Which is true.
And this is now, what, 5 years later?
Mm-hmm.
Since Trump was talking about war.
20.
Trump is on, in my opinion, let me preface it with that. Any man that's a millionaire / billionaire, whatever he was classified as in his top Forbes ranking, has zero interest in being the president outside of a power trip. You're not in it for the money. You know what I'm saying? What does, let me ask this, because I asked my cousin this early. We had this discussion. Well, you might not know. This is going to be maybe a little tough. But what the hell does Trump know about policy and actually how to run a country? When does he add training running a country? When did he serve as a governor running a state? When did he serve as a mayor running a city? When was he a county executive with a seat on a county board? Did this nigga win the vice president or presidency in his high school?
Student Government Association.
When did he participate in the student government? What qualifies this man to be the president, yo? And you know what my cousin answered? He said he knows how to run business.
That was going to be my argument, but then people were like, well, he's a failed businessman. But at the same time, I would trust working for somebody who's had failed businesses versus somebody who's starting their business for the first time, maybe would be a
Okay.
thought process.
Okay. So basically what you just said was, do you work for the United States of America?
Directly? Oh,
Do you work for the United States of America?
no.
So do you want the country run like a place that you work for? Or would you want the country to operate and be ran as a place that you live in? Because President Trump gonna make you feel like you at work. Surveillance through your phone. Oh, we already got that. No. We talking about next level shit where people coming and not. You didn't read Project 2025, bruh. Read Project 2025. It's over 900 pages. So I suggest you read it while you're sitting on the toilet or something. But at the end of the day, bro, just the surveillance part alone, the monitoring that they want to do on your phone, your health, all of that, bruh, they're trying. I'm telling you, yo. Warrantless surveillance, i.e., monitoring your phone, treating you like a criminal in the interest of national security.
You'll have to send me that link.
I'm telling you, yo. Now, some of the stuff that this man seems to propose in this, not him, but that is, it's not him, the group that proposed in this Project 2025, some of it seems downright illegal and not quite sure how, but when you start talking about the government, bruh, and abuse of power, like when does that stop? Or when has it ever stopped? When has the law gotten in their way?
I can't think of a time.
He's talking about pulling out of the Ukraine, peaceful talks. Right. Let's pull out of the Ukraine so that the Ukraine can go over there and do what the hell they want. Duh. The only thing they don't want is the U.S. getting involved because we're the military superpower. So his friend will pull us out of there. You know, and all this is speculation, alleged opinion, you know what I mean? But yeah, we pull out of there. So the U.S. doesn't have a dog in that fight. Now Ukraine gets ran over because we pull troops out of Ukraine.
Yeah, that would be a problem.
Oh, but that's what the end of the peaceful talks is talking about. All that is heard is, oh, we're gonna pull out of the Ukraine. But what is the consequence of us pulling out of the Ukraine? What is the long-term ramifications of us pulling out of there? Of course, Trump don't want to be over there opposing his friend Vladimir Putin. Of course not.
Wouldn't want to do that, now, would we?
Nah, of course not. That's my friend. He's a good guy. So no. We're not gonna stand in opposition. That was President Biden. He did that. He put all that wall up against you. We're just gonna let y'all go over there and do whatever y'all want because we're not gonna stand in your way. We stand to benefit from being a one world power, which I encourage people to go pick up Behold a Pale Horse by William Cooper and look at the chapters on the superpowers. That here we go. America and Russia.
I said I saw when you posted that.
America and Russia. Here we go. This is the beginning. I don't know if I'm gonna want to go to New Zealand. I'm not sure if I'm gonna want to go on that side of the world. Might be bad over there too. So I'm just I'm not surprised, disappointed. You know, Kamala Harris called Gen Z stupid. Like, what makes you think you're gonna win their vote by calling them stupid?
Yeah.
The most emotional generation ever. You insulted them. You know what I'm saying? They would not vote for you out of spite.
100%.
You know what I mean? Forget the issues. She called us stupid. So we're going to vote for President Trump. President Trump likes us. That's the logic. Not about policy, not about their futures. Like young girls, 18 years old that had the right to vote, probably didn't register to vote. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't want to say that the youngins didn't do it, but at the age of 18, you can vote. Those girls, 21 to age 25, 25 to age 29, 31 to age 35, or 30 to age 35, that over the next 4 years have to deal with that man being in office, better hope they don't get pregnant by accident and have a miscarriage. Because part of Project 2025 says, in that instance, a woman can go to jail.
By miscarrying a baby.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
That's wild, bro.
So this is what I'm saying. Huh?
Yeah, I don't even understand how they could make that a thing.
Yeah. What do you mean? How could they make that a thing? It starts with the invasion of your privacy, of your health records, HIPAA laws going out the window, where if you have an ailment, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't fit with this country's agenda. Yo, it's brutal, bro. Brutal. When President Obama stood up there and said, if we vote for Donald Trump and have him elected, this country will go back to a time that we have not seen it. The start was COVID. He didn't get to finish what he started during COVID. He got out of all, he didn't get a chance to finish it. That's the only reason. No president is going to take a country to war in his first 4 years. President Bush didn't do that. He waited till the second term to go finish what his daddy started. His first 4 years had to come in and establish his policy.
Yeah. This is a fucking roller coaster.
I'm scared, bro. Like, I'm legit. Like, I legit, for the first time in a very long time, feel afraid about where this country is going. Like, the unknown of it. You know what I'm saying? It's illegal I think it's illegal. See, I'm not no political guru, but I don't imagine that the president can just utilize the National Guard or the Army or the police as their own personal, like, their own personal army. They can't use, you know what I mean?
That's gotta be illegal, right?
But the shit that President Trump did was illegal, and he got elected again. So I would think that it is. But hey, lets me know a Mosiah for President 2024 campaign would have failed miserably. And I don't think that I can run for president from New Zealand.
We didn't campaign enough. We didn't campaign hard enough for you, bro. That's on us.
That's right. But to our 128 subscribers, the new subscribers we picked up thank y'all for tuning in and subscribing. And maybe y'all supporters you'll get me on the right end ballot or something. You know what I mean?
If we're gonna do it, we gotta start now, bro.
Absolutely, because it's gonna take a lot of money. It's gonna take a lot of money. I'm gonna have to sell a lot of sheep and a lot of goats. But
yikes.
Anyway, I mean, at least they knocked Diddy off the front page for a little while.
Oh, he's gonna.
We got we got 2 more months before he's sworn in. So
then he set
I'm just go ahead.
Wasn't he set for a conviction in like the end of November for something?
Yeah, and now that he's president-elect, one of his first calls to action is to fire the person that's coming after him.
I was gonna say, because he can't pardon himself, can he?
He's gonna fire, what's his name? Man, what is that dude name? I think it's Jack Smith. Hold on, let me look it up, see if I can find it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Smith, special counsel. He's the dude that's got the 2 investigations, the 2 criminal investigations going against him. So he said he wants to fire him within 2 seconds of taking office. He wants to fire the man that's got 2 open criminal investigations against him. This is the man we've entrusted the country to. This is the man that you said that it doesn't matter if you vote because we got through him for 4 years before. He didn't get a chance to do what he wanted to do. He got sidetracked by some criminal shit going on. Yeah, he was a mob boss sitting in the White House. He wants to pardon some of the rioters from January 6th. He wants to pardon some of those quote unquote good people. Yeah. Look. You're looking into the sky. You're looking into the sky like, oh man.
Because I'm like, bro, if you do, then that would.
Oh man.
Well.
Oh my gosh. These are things that he says, but he has zero plan. Like, where's the plan? Kamala Harris, you said didn't have no plan. Where's Trump's plan, bro? How was he going to cut taxes? He's not cutting taxes for you.
No, I already know.
No, he ain't cutting taxes for you. So that directly affects your paycheck. How much money comes out your paycheck? How much money you get back at tax time? The sad part is, yo, and I hate to say this, bro, but as a veteran and in the bracket I'm in now, Trump actually benefits me. A business owner, Trump actually benefits me, yo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a woman. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about my abortion rights. You know what I mean? I don't have no abortion rights. All I can say is, I want you to keep it, boo. I don't want you to keep it, boo. That's about the extent of my motherfucking involvement in what she could say is going on. You know what I'm saying? And whatever choice she makes, I have to live with it.
Yeah.
That's what comes with being a man in that situation. You got to deal with it. You can't force her to choose. You can't tell her what she could do. All you could tell her is what you would like to see. So at the end of the day,
like this game anymore.
Yo, it's dirty pool, yo. And my cousin said he was gonna come on here. Dirty pool. Oh yeah, it's just an expression, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like some shady shit. You know what I mean? But I know a couple people that are family, friends of mine that supported Trump. I mean, look, at the end of all this, we'll see what's gonna happen. Kamala Harris, I didn't think she had a shot from the jump. Like, I feel like the only way she would have had a chance is if something would have happened to Joe Biden. Like, if he would have like unfortunately passed away, or if he would have stepped down, that would have been the only like way she would have been catapulted in there. She didn't really have too much of a camp. She got started kind of late.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, she was kind of started late. Like it seemed like a rushed thing. Like they threw her out there because they didn't have anybody else better. You know what I'm saying? Or she just was the natural person to be there, but she didn't have enough of a name and enough cachet before running for president to make that shit even viable, in my opinion.
Yeah, they said Biden, he stepped out way too late. Didn't really give her enough time to properly campaign herself.
Yeah, and then when she got out there to campaign, she didn't present herself very well.
When I knew she had lost it, I was having this conversation with one of my coworkers, is when she used, I guess, celebrities and entertainers to endorse her. And the reason why I said that's when she lost is because she spent all that time, energy, and money using those celebrity endorsements to pander to individuals who were already on her side. It wasn't like she was trying to win over any new voters or anybody like that.
Right.
Anybody that would have been
Yeah,
swayed by
Megan Thee
those,
Stallion. Go
huh?
ahead, my bad.
I was gonna say anybody
No,
that was swayed by the Cardi B endorsement, Meg Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Beyonce, whatever like that, they were already on her side. They were already, gonna vote for Harris. So it was almost like a pre-celebratory kind of thing when you should have been campaigning for real.
had them out there with she had them out there shaking their butt cheeks with vote painted on there. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Come on. She didn't do a very good job. And even when she was giving her little speech after the fact, she sounded like she knew she was going to lose. The country is not ready for a woman president, yo. Hate to say it. Hate to be the person that might get roasted as being sexist or misogynist, but it's not my well, it is my opinion that the country's not ready for a female president. It's not my opinion that a woman's not capable of running the country, but I'm sorry. I almost didn't vote, period, when I saw her get emotional on one of them shows. And I was like, she can't sit up there looking like a nigga arguing with his girlfriend, and you're talking about running the country. But Trump acts like a 2-year-old child. So which is worse?
Which is the question.
Lesser of two evils. In my opinion, Kamala Harris was the lesser of two evils. And so, hence, that's where I threw my support. And we saw the results. Ultimately, the people that decided to get out there and vote have spoken. And the crazy part is that from what I've been hearing, that was an slightly, it was a slight decrease in like the voters' age, like I guess the generation below us. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that 18 to 29, however they grouped them,
Is that not
there was less
Gen Z?
there was less turnout, amongst those voters. So yeah, I don't really know what to say, man, because I'm disappointed, yo. And however, I'm disappointed in the fact that selfishly, Trump being in office is going to benefit me, but I don't think it's going to benefit most of the people like that I know.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And this was kind of like the wearing a mask during COVID thing or get a vaccine, how people were saying get vaccinated, not for you, but for somebody else type thing or whatever, which I found to be crazy. And I'm not
Same.
putting anything wild into my body for you. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Yeah,
That's not how that
sorry,
works.
dog.
It's not
That's
how that
not how that works. You know what I'm saying? Personally, that's one of them other things I feel like if you really want motherfuckers to get rid of it, you would have forced everybody to get that jump. But you can't force the world to get a shot.
Yeah,
You can't force the world to get a shot. You can't go clean up and scoop up every person out here and give them a shot. The world would have literally had to shut down. That's, in my opinion, that's what Trump's plan was. However, when somebody finally explained what happens in a global pandemic, that our constitutional rights get superseded or suspended, and so does the president's. And so he was probably like, whoa, wait a minute. You mean that I'm not the sole person in charge? I thought that meant I'm the only person in charge. And it don't work like that. I don't think Trump really understands how to be the president. Like, I don't think he knows the rules of how to be the president.
That's why he's got his inner circle.
I don't think they do either. He wants to get rid of anybody that don't agree with them or agree with him. He's like, President Trump, you can't tap everybody's phone. You're fired.
Fired.
Yeah. We're gonna find somebody who's gonna tell me he wants to have people in his inner circle that tell him what he wants to hear.
Damn.
And if your only legitimate argument to say President Trump is qualified to run the country is this man knows how to run business and the country is one big business, I do agree with that. However, everybody in this country ain't employed by the country. If you go to work for a private corporation and they say, Rose, you got to shave your beard. If you decide you want to work there, you got to shave your beard. If you decide you don't want to shave your beard, you won't take the job. You have that choice. What the hell are we talking about here with the country is run like a business? I don't work for the I pay taxes to the United States. So I guess technically I work for the United States if I gotta pay taxes to the United States?
I'm paying them, aren't they working for me?
I mean, I find it crazy that I gotta pay tax to go to work and then pay tax to go buy stuff.
I never understood that, bro. Like, as many times as I try to sit and make logic of it, I'm like, bro, if I earn $100, you're going to tax that. I walk away with $65, $67. I go to the grocery store. Everything I put in my cart, when I total it up, comes to $40. But Sam here, cashier, is telling me I owe $44. I'm like, but I already paid you taxes. Why am I paying it again? Oh, they're
I thought
different.
the whole fucking purpose of the Boston Tea Party was we didn't want to pay taxes.
Taxation without
you know,
representation.
and the next thing you know, we paying taxes. So I think this joint
But
gonna
nothing's
probably
fucking getting done either.
abruptly. This joint might cut off on us abruptly, huh?
Oh, yeah,
So,
we got less than a minute.
Yeah, I guess we could wrap this one up, man. Like I said, I'm disappointed and depressed, but good people. If you voted, congratulations. If not, 4 years of this guy. Whatever. Don't know what to say, yo. I ain't no pro on this thing, but I love doing it. So we love y'all watching, tuning in, appreciate everything. Yeah, we'll be at this next week. So holla.